Welcome to the historic Orono Arena, the home of Stanley Cup champion Brian Bickle, as the Orono 15 rep team is going to kick off their playoffs, and it'll be a game one start against Woodville. First shot coming in on net. Here comes the first chance. Stop there, and the rebound at the front is poked in out in front of the net, and Woodville open up the scoring early on a rebound out in front to make it 1-0. Your starting goaltenders, Max Brady is in goal for Orono, and Austin Alder is at the other end for Woodville. And Woodville strike early here, cashing in on a rebound out in front of the net. Here comes a chance there over the stick and knocked down here through center. Lead pass for Gregson. Looking for this shot on net. That goes over the stick and over the glove hand of the Orono goaltender. Lead pass up through center. Here comes a chance now to drop it off. Walking in with a drop pass into the corner. Here comes a chance now for number 66, right in front of the net. That got stopped out of front. And there's a rebound getting fired wide of the goal. Going back in behind the net now for chance for number 88, Gregson, to get it out of his own end. Along with number 66, Cruz Martin out there as well for Woodville. Taken away by Birch, who sweeps it away down the ice. Back in behind the net, going after that loose puck. Taken away here by Gregson, trying to turn this over, as that's kept in here from the line by O'Heaney. Over the stick there of O'Heaney, and here comes a chance to move it over here to the other side. Tip back into the Orono end. There's a lead pass that goes past everybody. That is going down the ice, and it goes enough for icing. Face-off is off now to the left of Brady. 1-0 Woodville on the first shot of the net. There's a quick shot on goal. Left pad stopped there by Brady. Out in front of the net as that goes wide. Cornish just coming off to the corner, and he gets taken into the boards. Picked up here through center. Trying to make his way through the defender and into the zone here for Woodville was number 16, Ben Jewell. Taken away there on the other end by William Clark. Here comes a chance here for Cornish to come after it. And from their own end, the captain, Maverick Birch, shot on net. Stopped there by Alder with a right pad save. Back in behind the net, coming around the corner. Woodville take this from behind their own net. Led up by number 4, Damian Armstrong. Turned over there to Orono with the pass out in front, and that pass is going to get picked off. Back into the corner it goes. That's Cornish out in front as he looked for Brodhagen. Around the boards that goes number 15, Jaguar, trying to get it out of his own end. Jaguar is going to squeak this out through center and now try and start it in. It's through center now with Woodville picking up the puck with Jaguar. Pass picked off there from center and brought in by Tyler Brodhagen. Shot. Brodhagen misses the net. Comes off to the side. As that was Ford throwing it behind the net. Harry Ford will go over here to the right side. Getting some help with Brodhagen. Harry Ford a shot. That goes wide on his backhand, wide of the net. First bit of Orono pressure now as they trail this 1-0. That's off to the corner there for around the boards. That's coming out through center. Picked up here by Orono at center ice. As that was ball. Here comes a shot. Stopped there and held on to for a whistle. So it's going to take me a while to learn the names right off the bat. Here comes a chance now through center. That's going down the ice. Back into the corner. Trying to throw this up in front here for a pass. That's going over the stick. Back up the other way. Cornish trying to put pressure on Peterson behind the net and get away with the loose puck. Around the boards it goes here for a pass up through center. That gets knocked down and brought in over the line by Barnett as that goes off to the corner. Barnett is off to the right side now. Trying to throw it back here to the line now for Peterson, and that shot goes in wide. Going after it on the other end there was Cruz Martin. He's going to get knocked down there by Grayson from center as that goes down the ice. And not enough racing. From behind the goal, Cornish is going to try and get on his man. Lead pass through center, trying to bring it in. There was Grayson, a shot, and he scores! As he beats Brady to make it 3-0. Face-off will come now from center. Trying to put it up over the line there was number 16, Ben Jewell. Behind him was number 4, Damian Armstrong, putting it in behind the net. Taken away here by Orono from their own end and coming in. That pass was broken up for Brodhagen as that'll come back in their own end. Jewell from his own zone will move that up through center. That gets knocked down here by Ball, who's going to try and bring it in and start something here for Orono. From their own end now. Slapped around the boards. That's going to go down the ice. And once again, going to go for icing. Dax Shiger to take the draw here versus Brodhagen. That'll come out through center. Over here to the other side for number 5 and number 8. Cash Wilson and Cash Wilson and Landon Underwood. Underwood going back after it in his own end. Wilson will get it over here for Underwood over his stick. Trying to get kept in here by Birch. They're off in that corner there. Trying to dig away at that loose puck. As that's Brodhagen trying to help here as well. In there was Cameron as well. Off to the corner it goes. Lolano Cameron trying to pick up that loose puck. Birch will pick it up and send it on goal wide of the net. And it'll get picked up. Brodhagen going for the hit there in the corner. Here comes a chance up through center. It's going to get turned over though. Here comes a chance to dump it in for Stevenson in behind the net. Spinning away from the checker there. Number 5, Cash Wilson. Right on net. Steered away by the Woodville goaltender as they get an opportunity to clear it out of their own end. There's a collision there with Wilson as he tried to get it up. Got it up through center. Got a pass over here for Grayson. And in behind him, trying to get to that loose puck as well. Taken away by Woodville as that goes down the ice for icing. Face-off now is coming off now to the left of the goal. Turnaround shot there right in front of the net by Fox. Couldn't get to the net as that gets knocked down. Lead pass up through center, off the stick, and over Grayson into the corner. Picked up here by Underwood, who can't get it out of his own end. Here comes a chance to bring it in. Let in by Birch with a drop pass. They're walking over the shot. Scores! A snapshot over the right blocker. And Orono on the board. It's 3-1. Nolan Burrows picks up the goal, and he stays out there to take a draw against Jewell. Here comes a chance to dump this in now. Tipped into the zone by Cornish and behind the net. Behind the goal goes Fox as he tried to take it away from Jewell. Jewell tried to get this from out of his own end from center. He's getting some help. And behind him, they're going to win a 2-on-1. Shot just wide of the net on that opportunity as it fired past Brady. That was a great opportunity for Nolan Thompson, number 18 for Woodville. Still in there to try and get the puck around the boards for Kellen Fox. Can't get it out. Got kept in, though, from the line. Here comes a shot on net. That's going to miss the goal. Thompson will go after it again, get it back to the line. Trying to hold it in. Here comes a turnaround shot by Jewell that went in wide of the goal. Kept in here from the blue line now. Behind the net goes Thompson trying to get to the loose puck. That's going to get cleared out. Knocked down through center. As Woodville will pick that up. Dump back into their own zone it goes. As that's Mason Mitchell, number 9. Along with number 4. Through center, Woodville are going to bring this in. Damian Armstrong out there as well. Swept back into the Orono end. Slapped around the boards there by Stevenson for Fox. It'll get cut off on the wall by Jewell, who will take this in behind the net. Jewell sets it up in front. Nobody there. As Jaguar was coming into the vicinity, it gets tipped past him from their own end. Flipping it up through center. Nice drop pass by Jewell through center ice as they bring it in for Jaguar, trying to take one to the front of the net. Jaguar right in front of the goal. Nobody there. Taken away out of their own end by Harry Ford. Here comes a chance now to bring it in. Drop pass for Ford as he tries to make his way through. Up and over the stick. Knocked down here by Brodhagen. Couldn't go with it. Ford digging away with it again. Brodhagen with some moves. He's on his own and fires it just wide. Big opportunity there for Brodhagen to cut it to a 1-goal game as we're in the last minute of play of 30 seconds left. Turnaround shot, Ford. Stopped there right in front by Alden. Around the boards. Right in front. Trying to get it out for Ford again. And that gets picked off. And fired out. Here comes a chance. It's race after the puck here for Stevenson. And he'll win that race. Knocked down here from center, though, by Woodville as they bring it up over the line. He comes off to the corner to try and walk it out. He got cut off with some good play there and behind the goal. As that was William Clark trying to start the rush. From their own end, that's going to be Curtis Rea, who's going to get the last touch puck here of period number 1. Woodville started out strong with 3 goals, but a late goal by Orono puts them on the board, still trailing by 2 to go to the second period. Here we go to start off period number 2. Barnett starting it off against Fox here in the corner. Here comes Grayson with a late pass. Barnett going to the front of the net, will take the pass, and it gets taken away from him. Still loose, kept in here by Underwood from the line right here in front of us. Underwood and Barnett digging away at the puck here for Woodville. It's trying to get free for Maverick Birch, and he gets it out. Underwood turns it over. Here comes a chance for Harry Ford. Ford trying to get one to the front of the net. Turnover shot by Fox is going in wide. Kept in here from the blue line, though. Walking in from behind the net. Looking for a centering pass out in front as Ball was waiting out in front of the net. Taken away here by Woodville out of their own end. With some nice moves by Cruz Martin with a pass broken up. In behind him was Grayson trying to get one. In behind the goal goes Orono with the loose puck around the boards. Fox is going to get to the puck. That was Martin trying to get to the loose puck. Here's Grayson with a shot. That gets blocked. Martin gets another chance. Gets control of it from the face-off circle. A shot going wide of the net. From behind the goal, trying to wipe out in front. As Martin was going for the one-timer, but it went over his stick. Underwood's got to go back in his own end to pick this up. Almost lost it. From the side, they score! Underwood with a bad turnover in behind the net. And Orono take advantage as they put it past a surprise Alder from the side of the net. And it's a 1-goal game. Harry Ford picks up the goal from the side, getting that gift on the turnover behind the net. And it's a 3-2 game. Face-off is won. Here comes corner shot to the puck into the zone. Backhand gets knocked down. That's going to get past Stevenson. And behind him was Birch as well. Up through center. That's going to go over the stick and get cleared away by Woodville. Knocked down by Stevenson from center. as he tried to put it in. There the pass is getting out of the reach. Trying to pick it up there was before and behind the net. Getting some help there with Jewell. Tipped out of his own end by O'Heaney. As that gets put back in the behind the net where Birch will slap it around. From their own end. That gets picked up here and taken behind his own goal. Around the boards, tried to get it for Cornish, and that got picked off. O'Heaney will go off to the side as they try and set this up. In behind the goal it goes. We're getting our first penalty of the game, and it's going to come to Woodville on that rebound out in front, but it's not going to be a goal. With no goal, it's going to be a penalty instead, and it'll be a power play for an interference penalty. Opportunity knocks now on the penalty to Jewell for Woodville. Face-off is off now to the left of Alder. Kept in by Maverick Birch from the line. Setting up, Kellen Fox tried to set that up in front, taken away by Woodville and sent down the ice. Trying to catch after this is Sawyer Stevenson behind his own goal. Will fire it around for Kellen Fox, trying to get it out of his own end. He gets it around his defender. From their own zone, he gets an opportunity to clear it out as that's up through center. That was almost knocked down with the high stick. Taken away by against Jaguar on the other side. Now here comes a chance for Cruz Martin. Martin will dump this into the corner, right on net. Stopped there by Brady, who fires it around the boards, and Fox can't get it out. Kept in by Jaguar, who puts it back in behind the goal. Sawyer Stevenson with another chance to clear it. Around the boards it goes. It gets kept in by Rhea with a shot that goes wide and slapped down the ice, and that'll be an icing call. Face-off is coming off now to the right of Max Brady in the Orono goal as he gets set. Grayson tried to win that draw. That's coming out and over the line. And it goes enough to go for icing. Face-off is off to the right. 2 icings already on this power play for Orono as that goes behind the net for Maverick Birch, putting her on the board. Picked off there by number 4, Damian Armstrong. Off to the side, picked up here by Orono out of their own end with a lead pass. As that was up through center. From their own end, went forward after it. Coming around the boards and out. Maverick Birch will pick that up. Birch from his own end will get it over here to the side. They've got Ford and Burrows going to the net. Instead, put it in behind the goal. In comes Ball to try and keep it in. Graham Ball tried to get that loose puck there in the corner. That'll go down the ice and kill off more time on this power play. Birch is taking it behind the goal again. We'll leave it off for Nolan Burrows. Penalty to Jewell's over, but Burrows will start it out with a dump in. That's going over the stick of Underwood, who's got to go back in his own end. Turnover shot. They score! Harry Ford with his second of the game. And that is going to make this a 3-3 game. That 3-0 early Woodville lead now gone here in the second period. We're tied at 3. From their own end goes Graham Ball, firing it around the boards. Trying to get it out through center. Got it up as that gets knocked down here from center by Brodhagen. Picked off. Here comes a chance now to bring it in with a backhand that's rolling in wide of the net. And behind the goal goes Sawyer Stevenson. Around the boards, trying to get kept in here by Underwood. Can't do it. Here comes Tyler Brodhagen through center. Wrapped around the boards. They got kept in there by Graham Ball. Ball knocks us down from center and now gets it over. And Stevenson will do the rest by putting it into the corner. Behind the net goes Brodhagen to try and take his man off the puck. Got some help coming around the boards here for Cameron, trying to keep it in. Stevenson was in behind at the line, trying to hold it in, but it gets taken away, and here comes a chance now. It gets let in by Jaguar through center. Jaguar dumps it in right on goal. Kicked away there by Brady. Another shot on net, and that one gets stopped by Brady as well. Captain here from the line by Underwood. Or Mason Mitchell, sorry, number 9. Tipped out of the zone. Big hit there on the other side, and That's going behind the net. Trying to get this out of his own zone with a lead pass. That one over the stick there through center. Some nice moves by Fox, but then he ran into a man over there in the zone. Mason Mitchell back in his own end to scoop this up. Mitchell trying to get it over. Had some pressure on him, which causes a turnover to Harry Ford. Ford will turn that over. Here comes a chance back up the other way with a lead pass. As that lead pass for Grayson was over his stick. No icing. Grayson picks it up. Out in front. That one over the stick there on the other end. Picked up here through center. 2-on-1 the other way. Harry Ford going up there as well with Burrows as that shot by Burrows went wide. Big hit there on the other side. Dumped in by Birch wide of the net. Burrows is going to stay on the ice and go after the puck. Nolan Burrows put Orono on the board in that first period to make it 3-1. Harry Ford's got a pair here in the second, which tied it up at 3, but Woodville coming back the other way. Let in by Grayson. That pass is poking up and tipped away. Here comes a chance now. Right through center for Ford to try and get around his defender. Picked up here by Maverick Birch and knocked down here by Cruz Martin through center. Here comes a pass that gets broken up and fired around the boards. Trying to tip this away through center. Gets picked up here and tripped up. Fired in, pass. This man back into the corner by number 22, Tyson Burnett. Right back into the Orono, and that goes from behind the net. Was Birch trying to get this out. That'll go past Rhea down the ice, and it'll go for icing. Face-off was won there by Woodville, but the shot gets blocked. Here comes a chance to get around the defender. He gets around for a chance with a drop pass. Here's Cornish, a shot. Scores! Casey Cornish has beaten Alder, and for the first time in the game, the Orono Leafs have the lead at 4-3. Alder has been pulled to the bench. Now coming in is Mason Party in goal now for Woodville. Orono's got to stick with their one goalie. They've only got Max Brady in goal for them. Here comes a chance to get around his defender by Ben Jewell. That'll get out through center. From their own end, Mitchell tried to clear it out. That was against Jewell trying to get this loose puck. It gets cleared away. Flipping this out through center. And behind the net it goes for icing. Face-off gets one. Quick shot off the draw there. And that went wide of the net. Right in front of the goal! And he fanned on it. Or that would have been a great opportunity. Fired around the boards and gets it out. All the way down the ice for icing. Ben Jewell now to take this draw deep in the Orono end. 6:06 left to go here in period number 2. Orono have 3 goals, which has them with their first goal, the first lead here of the game. Quick shot off the draw by Ben Jewell. Is stopped there by Brady, who's up against the task. Face-off now is off to the left of Brady. One again by Woodville, back to the line for Rhea. Throw to the front of the net by Ben Jewell. Out in front of the net, and it went through the legs of Brady, but not in. Rhea, another shot from the line. Knocked down by Stevenson. Ford trying to tip it out, and he does. He gets it through center, and here comes a chance now for O'Heaney up over the line. O'Heaney will lose it to Ben Jewell, who came back on defense. Jewell with a lead pass. Ahead of his own man there at the other side. Knocked down by Sawyer Stevenson from center, who will backhand it into the zone. Trying to get this up through center. Here comes Harry Ford up over the line. Here comes a chance now to try and put it in. And we're getting our first Orono penalty, and it'll come for head contact. A 4-minute double minor for head contact to O'Heaney. Cruz Martin trying to get this back to the line. Knocked down here from their own end as he tried to swoop it in. That's going past everybody. Back into the corner, right on net. That's going to get stopped here by Party, who puts it in behind his own goal. Around the boards it goes for Martin. It'll get kicked off by the other 66. Right in on goal. Knocked down out of their own end. Trying to start something here. Got it up there for Martin. He's trying to get around the defender. He's got Ben Jewell going to the front of the net. He's also got Jaguar as well, and that'll get swept away from him. Jewell, Cruz Martin picks that up again, trying to get away, and here comes a short-handed opportunity for Fox. Instead of going with it, he just dumps it and kills off more time. Behind the goal it goes. Picked up here by Woodville around the boards. Trying to throw this up in front. That hops over his stick on the other end. Drop bag Curtis Ray up through center. Here comes a chance to bring it in for Jaguar. Jaguar's shot. That gets blocked on the way through by Stevenson. Birch is going behind the net. Martin's got control. Trying to set it up in front. Ray is going to keep this in with a shot on net. Stopped by Brady. Still loose from the side. And found by Orono and dumped down the ice. Party coming out here to play this out of his own end. Good job there by Broadhagen to take it away. Here comes a chance now to set it up in front. Broadhagen with some nice moves, drops it back for Birch. Maverick Birch's shot on net isn't going to get through. Here comes a chance now for Gregson coming after it. Gregson was over here at the Orono bench and couldn't get to it. Dumped down the ice, and that'll go for icing. Face-off now is off to the left of Prouty. Quick one! Shot off the jaw by Casey Cornish, was stopped by Prouty. Picked up there from his own end by Graham Ball, who tried to put it back in. Big hit again there by Cornish. Ford tried to send one to the net, and it gets taken away over the stick and knocked down here by Sawyer Stevenson, who puts it into the zone. From behind the net. Taken away here by Woodville with a lead pass up through center. They're trying to bring it in here for Damien Armstrong out in front of the net. Here comes the pass! They score from the side of the net. Ben Gregson from the side of the goal capitalizes on a pass from Damien Armstrong, and we're tied at 4. Nolan Burrows now to take this draw. That happened in the last 2 minutes of the 4-minute double minor, so that ends the power play for Woodville, but they get what they wanted out of it. They get a tie, at least, right now. Here comes Martin, looking out front for Gregson, a shot. Stopped there at the front of the goal by Brady. Trying to keep it in there from the line was Underwood, and that'll get stripped past him. From their own end, he dumps it in. That will pass Ben Gregson off to the corner and picked up here by Maverick Birch. Birch from his own end. That hit his own man, Gregson, who came into the zone. Now he picks this one off. Good job here by Jaguar to put it back into the corner. Gregson is going back behind the net as well. Around the boards, that'll get it past Underwood. And Cash Wilson has control of the puck. Over here to the other side for Woodville to try and dump it in. Knocked down here by Graham Ball, but he was overmatched there. Underwood takes his shot at it. Stopped there by Brady. He's trying to get it out of his own end. Jaguar gets it back into the net. Tipped wide by Graham Ball. In behind the goal. Around the boards it goes. Kept in by Woodville. Shot on net is wide of the goal. Coming around the net. As that's Fox trying to get it out of his own end. Kept in by Underwood. A shot. Tipped on the way through there by Gregson as he's trying to win this battle. Back to the blue line now. Over here for Hauser. Hauser trying to get around the defender. And he flips it on goal, and Brady is coming out of his net to freeze that up. Face-off now is off to the right of Brady. Shot on net. Trying to get one to the front of the goal, and Orono get it. And that'll go down the ice and go for icing. Ben Jewell now to take the draw off to the left of Brady. Here comes a chance now for Armstrong to try and take one to the goal. Had some help with Gregson and couldn't shoot it. Picked up by Orono and flipped past right down the ice. And not enough for icing. So they had to take it behind their own net. Gets turned over to Casey Cornish, throwing it out in front. Stevenson has got to pick this back up in his own end. Damien Armstrong was coming after him. Here comes a chance with a pass picked off by Ben Gregson. Gregson tried to get around Birch, but that is offside. So now we'll get a face-off right here in front of us, and Gregson wins that against Broadhagen. Ben Jewell tried to break this in the zone to get around Stevenson as they go off to the corner. Gregson as well is going to help. The pass in front for Armstrong was taken away by Cornish, and he'll tip it down the ice. And that is going to go once again for icing. Face-off is off now to the left of Max Brady. Shot, can't get it out. Armstrong and Gregson taking it behind the goal. Gregson Trying to get around the defender. Back to the line for Rhea. Curtis Rhea's shot. That got blocked out in front by Burrows. They're banging away there with Damian Armstrong out in front of the net, and Armstrong is the last one to get a stick on that. And Woodville have got their lead back to make it 5-4. Face off now. It would be here at center between Ben Gregson and Maverick Birch. One there by Woodville. Over here for Curtis Real with a lead pass. Got it up through center, and here comes Cruz Martin trying for another one here for Woodville before the end of the second period. Out in front of the net, right in front of the goal. Martin to the side for Gregson, broken up. Ray is going to try and keep it in. He does. We're getting a penalty out in front of the net. That tipped on goal, and it gets stopped by Max Brady. But it'll be a penalty coming up here for hooking with 5 seconds left on the clock. Might have been a high sticking call because it's 4 minutes. That went to Maverick Birch, who has to sit and watch the rest of the second period from the penalty box and part of the third period. What a stop there by Brady out in front of the net. That was a game saver right there with still 1.3 seconds left. Looked like he had the wide open net to sweep that in, and Brady came up with a key save here to keep his club only down by 1, and that's how it looks, how this is going to end after 2 periods of play, with Orono taking, or Woodville taking a 5-4 lead heading into period number 3. But it's a lot closer than what it was after the first period, as Woodville had a 3-0 lead, and it was the Leafs who wound up coming all the way back and taking a 4-3 lead before goals by Gregson and Jackson, I believe, was the last one that got that 5th goal, and it has his team up by a goal for a gets pumped up for a very exciting third period coming up from the Orono Arena after our intermission play. Face off to start off our third period, and it's going to be Tyler Broadhagen to take the draw against Ben Gregson. And Orono dump out that first puck and kill off more time on the penalty to Birch. From behind the net, Harry Ford went for the hit. Here comes a chance to lead it out here for the Woodville Hurricanes. Drop pass, and over the line comes Gregson. Throws it up in front. That one over the stick. Barnett tried to get to that loose puck. It gets slapped past him. Down the ice, right in on goal to get stopped by Party, who leads it off here from his own end. The late pass is broken up there by Tyler Broadhagen through center. Ford tried to get it as well to get it past Cruz Martin, and that will go down the ice and back into the corner. Gregson's got to pick this back up in his own end. Some good pressure there by Broadhagen as Gregson will take this from the side and drop it from Martin. Here comes a chance now for Ben Gregson up over the line. Gregson a shot over the mark. Sawyer Stevenson with a chance to clear it out of his own end, and he will. Send that down the ice, and Party tried to stop it. Left it in behind the goal instead. Broadhagen tried to put pressure on his man up through center. Lead pass was dropped off, and here comes a chance to bring it in. He's got some moves right to the front of the net, and that gets stopped there by Max Brady, who's going to hold on to it. Face off again now is off to the left of the Orono end. From behind the net, trying to slap it on the boards. Big hit there by Damian Jackson in behind the net. In behind the goal it goes. Up through center. Knocked down here from their own end. Lead pass for Banjo was in his feet. Fox tried to get to that loose puck. Here comes a chance to bring it in here. Dumped into the corner. All the way from behind the net. Cash Wilson put this off to the corner. Back to the blue line. We're going to look for a shot through a screen. That's going to go in wide. Cash Wilson going to try and keep this in here. He's in a battle on the boards to try and get it free, and he gets it free out. Here comes a chance right in front of the net. And what an opportunity there for Martin. He had the backhand all suited and ready to tuck it into the side, and it rolled over his stick from behind the net. Taking this away here From his own end comes Jewel with a lead pass. Tape to tape now for Martin, who brings it in. And behind him was Jewel. He'll take the puck. Jewel from the faceoff circle. He's going to fan on it. Ball trying to get it out of his own end. Trying to get some help there with Nolan Burrows. A couple whacks away at it. Finally is going to get it out. Here comes a chance for Cornish to get after the loose puck. He's got to put pressure on his man in behind the goal. Getting some help there with Burrows. Burrows out in front, over the stick. Trying to catch up to this again. Here's Cornish in the left side. Taken away by Wilson from behind his own net. They're cleared away through center, and Graham Ball picks that up from his own end and dumps it in. Puck stays there at center, and that gets cleared away by Cornish, who goes off on a change. Under a minute left to go on the double minor to Birch. Here comes a chance to try and get it out from their own end. Late pass was up over the stick and slapped back in to the Hurricanes' end. Over here to the side. Cameron tried to go after it here. That goes behind the net. It'll go in behind the goal. Nolan Burrows going to be the first one on that rolling puck in behind the net as he backhands it back to the line for Graham Ball. Ball is shot on net. Stopped there by Purdy, who sees that into his glove hand. Face-off now is off to the left of the goal. Here comes a chance now for Dax Jaguar to take this back from behind his own net. Jaguar knocking it out. Kept in by Fox. Put back in behind the net. Here comes a chance to skate this from his own end. There's a drop pass here to the other side as they try and tip it in here for Gregson up over the line. That was going to be offside, and then Gregson gets hit into the boards. We're going to get a penalty coming up here for boarding to Orono. Kellen Fox gets the 2 minutes for boarding call. Face-off will be off now to the left of Domi. Or Brady. Here's a shot right to the front of the net. Here comes a chance to try and dip it out. And he will. Short-ended opportunity here for Harry Ford to try and go after this puck. Ford can't set that up in front. It'll come around the boards and get picked up here by Birch. Brad Hagan trying to help out as well. Here comes a chance for Cruz Martin up over the line. He's going to lose the puck. Slapped out. And that goes down the ice back into the corner. From his own zone, he tried to start it out. Here's a lead pass that gets knocked down. As they're trying to bring it up over the blue line now, he gets taken off of the feet. Slapped out by Ford through center. All the way down into the corner. Stevenson was coming after it, and it goes for icing. Face-off now is off to the left of Purdy. Wrapped around the boards. That's out past Graham Ball, and down for icing. Burrows now to take the draw off to the left of the goal. Trying to get that shot. Graham Ball will take one to the front of the goal. Burrows is trying to dig it free. He does, and his shot goes wide. Cornish out in front, taken away. Here comes a chance there for Armstrong. Went over his stick. Dumped back into the Hurricanes' end from behind the goal now. Burrows trying to win this battle, getting some help here with Casey Cornish. From their own end, he's going to dump this in. Back into the corner goes Curtis Ray after it. Burrows is going to try and take him off the puck. From their own end, he's trying to hold it in. That was Birch who throws it on net, steered aside by Purdy. From their own end, big hit there by Cornish. As they try and flip this out of their own end by Jewell. That gets picked off as they try and make their way in. Jewell brings this in, and it's offside. Face-off is going to be just outside of the Orono bench. Out comes Cash Wilson. Wilson's out there on defense. Only have 6 seconds left to go on this penalty to Kellen Fox. Around the boards it goes here through center. Picked up by Woodville through center ice and then turned over. Penalty to Fox is over now. Late pass there for Brad Hagan, a shot. That went wide. Trying to get this out was Fox. Brad Hagan coming after it as well. From their own end, this is going to get touched up by Armstrong, and we're going to get a penalty coming up for head contact. 4-minute head contact penalty to Ben Jewell of Woodville Hurricanes. Face-off is off to the right of Purdy, who gets set in the goal. Leafs down 5-4 here, and what was an exciting first 2 periods with Woodville jumping out to a quick 3-0 lead before Orono turned it on and got a goal by Nolan Burrows, and 2 in the second period by Harry Ford, and then the 4-3 goal by Casey Cornish, which made it 4-3, but 2 late ones by Gregson and Armstrong put Woodville into their lead after the second period, which is where we stand now, and Gregson tries to do something short-handed in the corner. From their own end with a lead pass now for Tyler Broadhagen. Broadhagen tried to make his way through, loses it. And from their own end, he gets an opportunity to clear it out. Big hit there on the other end, and another big hit there, and we're going to get a penalty coming up, and Broadhagen might go as well. Now it's moved to a 5-on-3 for a bench minor to Woodville, trying to keep this in. Here comes a chance to try and hold it in there with Graham Ball, couldn't do so. So from their own end, they'll flip this away. Here comes a big opportunity now for the Orono Leafs through center. Lead pass. That one over the stick of Casey Cornish and cleared out. Through center. Here comes Cruz Martin. Short-handed, gets around Birch. Martin's in with a shot. Right pass stopped there by Max Brady. From behind the net now. Burrows is trying to win this battle on the right side. Gets it free. Here comes a chance now for Ford to start it out. All the way through center ice. He brings it in. Harry Ford sets it back to the line. Good job to send that one to the front of the goal. And that'll go down the ice and back into the corner. As Brady will lead this from behind his own net, and they'll start it out. Trying to start this power play through center with a lead pass. They've got Nolan Burrows going to the goal as well. That shot will get handled up high by Purdy as he holds on to it. Face off again, Burrows and Gregson. Gregson wins it. Chance to clear it out, and it comes out over the line. Here comes a chance now to try and get it. Good regrip there by Sawyer Stevenson. Got it over here to the side to bring it in for Cornish. He's trying to get around Armstrong behind the net. Here comes a chance now. Cornish out in front. Can't jam it in. Here comes Sawyer Stevenson from the line. Right on goal. Stopped by Purdy, and he's going to freeze it up. Face-off now is coming off to the right of the goal. Slapped around the boards. The Zach gets kept in there at the line. Trying to send one to the front of the net. Taken away by Gregson and sent down the ice. Back into the corner. It'll get stopped there by Brady from behind his own net, as they'll start this out from their own zone. A lead pass was picked up and sent into the Woodville bench and out of play. Kellen Fox now to take this draw just outside the line. We'll get it over here to the other side. Gonna look for an open lane to try and dump it in. Here comes a chance for Birch as he goes off to the corner, and Ben Gregson followed him. Here comes a shot from the line, not going to get through as he fanned on the shot by Fox. Here comes a chance now up through center. Bringing it up over the line there was Ben Gregson, who's going to lose it. Now kept in there from the line by Cash Wilson. And Gregson trying to get through. He's not going to be able to, as it was getting covered up by Brady. Face-off now was off to the left of the goal. A chance to win this draw. Cameron will take it and win it in his own end, but kept in here by Woodville. That shot went in wide of the net. Coming around the boards here for Cornish, who will start it out. Casey Cornish through center ice will lose it, and it gets swept away by Damian Armstrong through center. Here comes a chance now from their own end. He tries to bring it in with the penalty. Clock winding down. Maverick Birch from the side sets it up in front. Here comes Stevenson, can't shoot. Gets it back again and shoots it. That gets blocked on the way through. Good block out in front there by Armstrong. Cornish with a hit there in the corner, and that is going to be a penalty. Faceoff gets one there in the zone. Was a 2-minute heading from behind to Cornish, and he's also out of the game. The penalty is going to be served by number 7, Cameron. Graham Ball from his own end. Trying to get it around his man, Armstrong through center. Ford will dump it in. Knocked down there at center by Jewel, who just came out of the box. From their own end, pass for Kellen Fox was in his skates. Here comes Cruz Martin through center. Martin is getting the opportunity to try and walk all the way in, and he scores on a nice backhand. Cruz Martin with a big goal there for Woodville, and they've got a 5-3 lead. Correction, it's a 6-4 lead now for Woodville. to make it 6-4. Face off here from center. Penalties now over. Benjul now to take this draw here from center. Went over the stick there from center by Kellen Fox. Birch with a lead pass. Knocked down here by Cruz Martin through center, who will dump it in. Off to the corner goes Graham Ball to try and fire it around the boards. Got knocked down, and here comes a chance. Back up the other way for Orono's number 13, Nolan Burrows. Puts that back in the corner. Behind the net it goes now. Fox is trying to turn it over. Here comes a chance for Ford as that shot got blocked out in front by Jewell. Behind the net it goes now. Underwood from behind his own net will start it out. Or Mitchell, sorry, with that pass. Here comes another lead pass for Martin, trying to get through, and Fox was right there to chip it up and out of play. Now it'll be a face-off just outside the line for Tyler Broadhagen. Knocked down here by Woodville at center. He'll bring it in up over the line with some nice moves by William Clark. Kept in here from the blue line as that went in wide. Off to the side, trying to tip it out of the zone. Got kept in here by Cash Wilson with a shot. That'll go in wide of the net. And coming around the other side. Good job there by Dak Jaguar trying to help out. And behind the net as that's going to roll in on goal and get covered up by Max Brady. Face off there. Trying to get it out of his own end. A late pass is off there to the corner. From in behind the goal goes Cash Wilson after it. Wilson almost lost it. Got some help with William Clark to clear that out of his own end. Rolling it from his own end comes Graham Ball. Ball tried to fire it away. That was over the stick of Clark, who's got to go back in his own end. Coming around the boards here as that gets hit into the boards. Taken away here by Woodville. From out of their own end, going to try and start this in. Taken away there by the Leafs up through center for Broadhagen to try and tip it over. Here comes a chance there for Fox, and we're going to get a touch up here by Orono, and another penalty coming to the Orono Maple Leafs. 4-minute head contact penalty going to Broadhagen, who may be sitting the rest of this game out if Woodville doesn't score on their power play and Orono doesn't start a comeback here, trailing this one 6-4 with 2 minutes left to go. Behind the net is Birch after that loose puck. Maverick Birch trying to get that puck out of his own end, getting some help with Kellen Fox to try and dig the puck out. He got it up there for Burrows. Onto the stick of Wilson, who dumps it in on goal. Right pad stop there by Brady. Burrows tried to get to the loose puck again, but Jewell gets control of it. Hard around the boards, and that's going to find a way to get out. William Clark comes back after it from his own bench area, and he puts it up off one of his players and out of play. Now it's going to be Burrows who takes the draw, loses it. Here comes a chance to try and dump it in. From his own end comes Damian Armstrong through center, and it's an offside. Now here's a chance to win this. Cruz Martin will lose it. Here comes a chance to dump it in. Here's the lead pass up through center to try and dump it up over the line. Kellen Fox will lose it. Here comes Cruz Martin from his own end. Martin is going to bring this puck in offside. Cruz Martin now to take the draw. Martin will go off to the side. Get put into the boards there by Maverick Birch. Birch tried to fire it around the boards to get it out. Got kept in by Clark from the line. That shot gets knocked down as Ford gets another opportunity to clear. Instead puts it behind. Here comes Armstrong back to the line for Wilson. Wilson's not going to shoot it as that's taken away here by Sawyer Stevenson through center. Stevenson had it knocked away. Good defensive play to come back and take it off his stick by Wilson, and that goes down for icing. Now it's going to be Burrows to take the draw. Burrows. We're getting a penalty right off the face-off here. So who's going to be the guilty party is someone that's going for Woodville, and it's number 16, Ben Jewell, who will once again head his way to the box. Face-off is off to the right of Party, who gets set in the goal. Trying to win this back to the blue line now. Shot on net is stopped there right off the draw by Party. Face off there is trying to get this out. Here comes a chance to race after the puck for Cruz Martin. Trips it past Bell. Brady's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. Birch is trying to win the battle behind the net. Along with Ford, they get it up through center. They try and bring it in. He'll skate it away through center ice and now cut in. Kellen Fox is in. Shot is stopped there by Party with a big save. Right back in on goal. Party will stop that one as well on the dump in. Drop it off from Mason Mitchell from behind the net. He gets a chance to clear it up. And right into the empty goal for Cruz Martin, I believe, is the one that put that in to the empty net. So his second straight goal for Woodville makes it a 7-4 game. Daxiger now to take the draw for Woodville. It gets won by Orono, trying to tip it in. Flip back in behind the net it goes now. Maverick Birch will take this from behind his own net. And that's about going to do it for this one. The under 15 rep Orono Leafs are going to drop their first playoff game here to the Woodville Hurricanes. Woodville came out strong, scoring the first 3 goals of the game to take a 3-0 lead. But then cue the comeback at that point in time by Orono. They were able to come all the way back and actually have a 4-3 lead before Woodville scored 2 at the end of the second and got their 5-4 lead that they would not relinquish in the third. They added 2 more by Martin in that third period and escape with a 7-4 victory. Thank you for watching. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.